Hey, what's going on, city slickers? And all my slickerettes. Ladies first. All right, let's talk about something. Let's talk about, before I get into flex, I got to talk about, I heard two kids got shot in their house. I'm wondering if it was New Jersey. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Jersey. Yeah, I think it was Jersey. They was in their house, and I think it was something going on outside, and somebody shot, and it went through the house, and two kids died. That's sad, guys. That's very sad. Also, in Vegas, I believe this guy is probably like 27, 28 years old. Um, his daughter was locked in the car, and when the police arrived, he didn't want them to break the window. He said because I believe his cousin was on his way with the key. And to make a long story short, the cops didn't break the window. I believe his cousin did come with the key, but by the time he got there, I think the girl was in the car for 2 hours. So by the time they opened the door, I believe she wasn't responding, and she passed away. I think that was crazy. You know, I understand he didn't want to. The window was expensive or whatever, but I tell you, man, if I gotta break the window because my child is in the car and it's 100 degrees, or my dog, my child, whatever, um, I rock plastic if I have to, or cardboard. I don't care, but it's nothing to think about, you know. So what? The window it could be a new car. The window, windows, let's say, should cost around between 150 to, let's say, 300. Maybe it's a new car. It could be 500. Who knows and who cares? The point is, even if you got to drive with no window, I'll do it. But I won't risk my child for a window. No, no way. I don't care if I have to put plastic, cardboard, you know. But that's nothing to think about. So yeah. Let me know if y'all heard about that. Also, I want to get into these shout outs because it was a lot. You know, I gotta write stuff down. My memory problem. All right, before we get into the shout outs, let's get into Flex. Yo, what's up, Flex, man? Come on, man. Flex, you my guy, bro. You my guy, Flex. Come on. Why you doing this with T.I., bro? Leave him alone. Come on, Flex. Fall back, man. And also, I was a little confused because Flex played this thing with T.I. T.I. made like a tips, anonymous tip hotline that, you know, well, they call it snitching, but it's a hotline for if you see anybody doing crime. Let's say if you see somebody robbing somebody, raping somebody, you can call the cops and say, hey, this guy's raping a woman right here. 9 out of 10, you know, in the hood, we're going to get in. We're not going to let that happen. But sometimes you could be on a train and something happens. You could be getting robbed on a train or something, and everybody on the train probably won't do anything. Because I was on a train one time. The train is crowded. Train is real crowded. Going downtown. This lady gets on like 86th Street. Older white woman. and this homeless guy has some dead flowers, and he's showing her he's showing everybody the flowers. Hey, you want to buy a flower? You want to buy a flower? It was like 5 roses, and they was all dead, leaning over. So I'm like, yo, what's going on? What kind of crackhead, dope fiend move? My man is trying to pull, B. Come on, look at it. They dead. So anyway, so he asks everybody. I'm like, no. Hell no. I felt like taking them and just smacking them with them roses, bro. Stupid. So he goes to the lady, the old lady. And the old lady really didn't want him, but she was trying to give him something, you know, because she knows he's messed up. To her, he looked homeless. To me, he looked like he was on drugs and homeless. And I'm from the streets. I have family friends on drugs and stuff like that. Years ago, I did drugs, you know, but you're supposed to grow up, bro. If it's not working for you, let it go. So there's a lot of people out here that did drugs. They don't do it no more, especially not if it's gonna make them homeless, and they have to be on the train begging people for stuff. That means it's not for you, bro. Go to a program. Stop. Just stop, bro. No more crack. Just stop, bro. That's it. Instead of letting yourself go and Jesus, bro, you could work anywhere. Why are you gonna ask people for change when, you know, so many ways to make money nowadays, you know? I remember as a kid I used to pack bags in a supermarket, bro. I didn't have to do that. My mother had me, and I still just wanted money in my pocket. I packed bags in the supermarket. I was working at the gas station, pumping people gas, you know, just an honest living. So it's always ways to make $1. So this guy, to me, he looked like he was on drugs. I'm from the street, so I could look at you and tell you if you're on crack, coke, dope, weed, whatever, bro. I could tell you. If you're a man, if you're a woman, if you're on drugs, what kind of drugs. I could read people right away. This is a gift, I guess, from the ghetto that you have to learn this gift, because it'll help you identify people when they coming at you. You know, when people are coming at you sideways and they trying to size you up. You know, being that I was that guy before, I know what it is. So if anybody ever try to like size me up or something, I know I can see it coming. So anyway, the lady's giving him money for the roses. I think he wanted like $10. She said, "I'll give you 5." It was like, "Oh, come on, but you got to have the whole thing." She was like, "No." And what got me upset, because you guys know I did stuff before. Got in trouble with the law, you know. So when I seen this move, it reminded me of like he was sizing her up. He said, all right. He's looking at her wallet. She got her wallet like this. An old lady looked like she's probably 85. Surprised she didn't have a home attendant. And very fragile. Looked like if he pushed her, she'll break a few bones in her body if she fell on the floor. So she opens her purse and he looks inside. And when he looked inside her purse, that got me upset. Because now I'm thinking he's trying to rob her, and I'm not going to let him rob her. Like I said, you know, I did my dirt before. I had to go up north, and, you know, I messed up. You know, so I see stuff. So after he did that, she gave him the money, but I seen him looking at her wallet. But he didn't take it. He didn't rob him. But I did something stupid anyway. I should have not. As he's getting up, you know, he was leaning over like this, looking. So as he's getting up, he's walking towards me. I'm in the middle, by the door, holding on to the pole in the middle. I don't know why I did this, man. So as he's coming to me, he's walking towards me, I stuck my foot out. And I stuck my foot out He tripped. But as he tripped, the train hit the brake. I swear it was like somebody pulled the emergency brake. It was instantly. As soon as I put my foot in front of me, he tripped, and then he flew by me and hit the other pole. You know, I was holding onto a pole. He hit another pole, but he hit it hard. And then I figured, you know what? There's a good time to knock him out. He's already dazed. So I was like, as soon as he hit the pole, he was like dazed. I was like, what? So I started screaming at him, and I was gonna hook off on him, and I let him get out the train. Everybody started clapping. And then after that, I said, yo, never do that again. Mind your business. Sometimes we jump the gun. I jumped the gun that day. I should have not tripped him. So I don't. I see stuff sometimes, and I just, sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you have to mind your business, especially when there's a guy and a girl arguing. Those are the worst. Domestic violence are the worst fights to get into because these people are so emotionally, how can I say, the emotions very personal with them, so that's why a lot of police officers, you see them shoot people because they had a knife. Them domestic violence things is very dangerous. But yeah, guys, be careful. Don't try to be a superhero. Um, but if you can help somebody, help them. If not, let it go. Don't get yourself into something that you can't handle or something that you're going to risk your freedom or your life. Don't do it. Especially if you're the breadwinner. You got your family at the house waiting for you to come home from work. You got to get home to your family. So don't try to be a superhero. I got to get a haircut. So, back to Flex and T.I. So, Flex was playing this thing, and it was making T.I. look like a snitch. And I'm thinking, Jesus, what year are we in that if you report somebody getting robbed or shot or raped, you a snitch? Really? I could see if like you call the cops on your friends or whatever, and y'all, I don't know, whatever, but you snitched on your boy. That's one thing. But you see people committing a crime, and if you call the law, you a snitch? Well, I must be a snitch then, because when I lived on top of the Vapor Lounge and I see people getting stomped out, I felt bad. I have to call the cops. Yo, it's a riot out here. So a lot of you guys that was getting stomped out in front of the Vapor Lounge on Tremont and Randall, and the cops came, it was because of me. I saved their life. I saw them stomping you out, man, and I couldn't believe it. Some of these guys get up like a rubber band, bro. I was like, yo, how old is he? He must be young. I seen guys get stabbed. I remember the Vapor Lounge. I told them it was a big fight at the Chicken and Lamb across the street in front of CVS. That's my man, the Chicken and Lamb guy. So what happened was a group from Cabo's restaurant came out, and then a group from all the clubs were let out at the same time, probably like 4 in the morning. So the group from Cabo come out first, they on the line, and then a group from Vapor Lounge come out. So we talking maybe like 15 in one group, 15 in another group. So to make a long story short, it was a brawl, bro. It was like 30 people in the middle of the street fighting, and I couldn't believe it. Me and my BM, we trying to sleep, we hear this, and I called the cops. The cops came. The cops came to the car, to the Chicken and Lamb truck. The people was throwing people on their car, and the cops didn't get out the car until backup came. By the time backup came, they arrested 2 people out of 30. Everybody scattered. The other cops came. It was like 2 or 3 guys, something like that, and they got locked up. So yeah, guys, I seen people getting stomped out, and I call the cops. Absolutely, man. We in Thrall's Neck. This ain't the hood, man. This ain't the ghetto. Be teasing my boys. You living your best life, huh? In the ghetto. Nigga, I'm from the ghetto. I'm done with the ghetto. No more ghetto for me, bro. Get up out of here, B. I don't even want it for free. Not even Section A, Section B, nothing. Gotta get my hair cut. So yeah, man. I hear Flex. I gotta get a haircut. The sea is angry, my friends. But y'all can see the waves are still there. But my hairline don't look right. Jesus. So yeah, guys. What Flex is saying, oh, look at T.I., he got this hotline and this and that. What he's saying, he's a snitch because he's saying, hey, if you see anything, anybody committed a crime, call this number. And there's also a reward for anonymous tips. Come on, bro. How about if they doing something to your aunt, your mother, your sister, your grandmother? Wouldn't you want somebody to like call the law to try to stop it? I don't know what society we live in, bro. This society, I feel bad for my youngest son and my grandsons, because their generation is gonna be bugged out. It's like the next generation, the respect just gets watered down. Everybody just have less respect. You know, growing up, you know, you see somebody's mother coming in the building, we hold the door, we help her with the bags. Respect, you know, to older people, and they're not taught that now. Respect your elders. I see young people cursing old ladies out. So they don't care about that. We grew up like that. Respect your elders. Don't talk back to your elders. But now, so what do you guys think, man? Am I wrong? Is T.I. really a snitch because of the hotline? Do you think that's snitching? Like if you see somebody getting raped and you call the cops, is that snitching? I don't know. I thought it wasn't snitching. I thought as a citizen, bro, as a human being, we're not animals, bro. I don't enjoy two people killing each other and watching that. I really don't. I don't enjoy two pit bulls killing each other. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy people killing each other. You know, so is that snitching, guys? Let me know. Let me get into these shout outs. I gotta go. I had a long night. Just ran over a squirrel. Felt bad, bro. Felt bad. For real. I felt bad, man. Why did the squirrel cross the road? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? And I'm usually driving slow because I'm paranoid about these deers. But it was daylight, so I was moving a little, and I'm trying to swerve around the squirrel. So my calculations, when I swerved, he should have been in the middle. But and then I hear something in the back rear tire, the passenger side, like a boom, boom. I was like, whoa, is that a squirrel? Because the bang felt like a raccoon. So yeah, and then not long after that, I'm driving and I just look to my left to look at these apartments. And when I looked to my right, it was a deer right by my passenger door, but I was moving fast. You know, probably doing 30. I was doing the speed limit like 25, 35. And my point is, up in the country, it's not like the city. Or like if you're on a highway. Up here, you can't just look down at your phone for a second. 1 second, you could run into a deer, or it's crazy up here. It's crazy. It's a big deer problem, upstate New York, also in PA, also in Jersey. All right, guys. So y'all let me know about the Flex situation. Is T.I. a snitch? I don't call that snitching. If you see somebody committing a crime, please call such and such. That's snitching? All right. Also, with this guy, the young kid, Takashi, everybody's calling him a snitch. But there's so many snitches before Takashi that people still worship people's names. I don't want to mention people's names, but there's a lot of names out there that people still respect and worship. And these guys were snitches. Not Takashi, young kid. They just picking on him, bro. They just picking on him. And they was extorting that guy. He would have got killed in jail. If he would have not made a deal with them, he would have got killed. That kid would have not came out of jail. Nah, not the way they were sunning him out here. They were sunning him out here. Imagine in there. Jesus. Yeah. Um. All right, let's get into the shout outs. All right, let's start with Angela Harrison, Body Dominicana. Let's start with her, cause her and this other guy. One matter of fact, let me start with this guy first. He left some nice stuff too. Remember the other day I talked about is JLo black? Well, this guy, what's his name? What's his name? Mr. Know-It-All. Shout out to Mr. Know-It-All. Mr. Know-It-All, you know, I have a bad memory problem, so I was telling a story about the Taino Indians and stuff. So Mr. Know-It-All and Angela Harrison, Body Dominicana, they both left a comment. So Mr. Know-It-All, he left some interesting things. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All. I appreciate it. I appreciate your input. And also, Lady Ghana, what does she say? Hold on. All right. Lady Ghana, she says, the Taino Indians call the island Borinquen, which means land of the great lords. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Body Dominicana, for the info. Yes. And shout out to Angelo, the Villa. And shout out to Kasim, Spring Valley. And shout out to Chris Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez, what was that? You left something like hotsister.com. What is that? I didn't get why you. What was it? What was it? You left a link, hotsister.com. All right, let's get into everybody else. My Have a Straw crew. Shout out to my man at Speedway, man. I forget his name, man. He always show me love. Wow, my hairline's chopped up, B. Jesus. Choppy. Shout out to my man from Speedway. He always show me love. Yeah. Saw him today. And I forget I don't know the female. I think this is my second time seeing her there. She's pretty cool too. Shout out to my new subscribers. Shout out to Josie from Have a Straw. Also another new subscriber, Kiara Pesora. No, Kiara Pesaurus. Yes. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you so much. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you. Also, big salute to Coco's Journey. Coco's Journey. She drives a 18-wheeler and she's on the road. I think it's amazing the way these women are doing it, man. You know, it's not an easy job, and these women make it look easy. So shout out to female truck drivers out there. Yeah, shout out to Coco's Journey on YouTube. Coco's Journey. Shout out to my man, The Rock. Shout out to The Rock. Where's The Rock from? I think it was Pomona, Garnerville or Pomona. Yeah, my man, The Rock. Also, my new subscriber. Shout out to Rakeem Smith. Thank you for your subscription, Rakeem. Thank you so much. Shout out to my man. Shout out to my Zoe crew. Well, my Zoe crew start out with my man, Mark the Spark, man. My Haitian brother. Sapase, Mark. Sapase. And shout out to, that's my man, Mark the Spark. Y'all know him. And shout out to my new Zoe crew. They from BK, but they up here up in I think they in Haverstraw. Shout out to my man Jake. My man Jake, and shout out to his cuz, Varsity. Shout out to Jig and Varsity. They doing some music. I heard Jig let me hear something from Varsity, and it was hot. It was hot. I'm telling you, I got an ear for hip hop. Maybe tomorrow I'll do hip hop stories. Like when Karis wants to come in my building to go see Tim Dog. Tim Dog live in my building. If any of y'all heard that song, F Compton, F Compton, that was my man from my building. And Scott LaRock and Kara Swain used to always come in the building and go see my man, Tim Dog. Oh, yeah. So maybe I'll do the hip hop stories tomorrow. So I do have an ear for music. And it's crazy because my oldest son is a music producer now, and he just released 2 records. I'll let y'all know maybe tomorrow about it. So y'all can go support my son. He just dropped 2 records. He's a music producer, Ernest Jr. So yeah, shout out to Jake and Varsity. My man Vark got heat. Vark got heat. I know I'm gonna hear you on the radio soon. And y'all basically did it all. The beats, he put everything together. All y'all need is distribution from a label and a budget from them. That's it. And a tour bus. Y'all did everything else. I hope y'all keep your masters. Hope you keep your masters. And I think Jake said they do. They own all their masters, so that's excellent. Yeah, you know, I don't know. If you sell your masters, can you still get what do you call it? From every sale, I forget. But if yeah, don't sell your masters. Definitely not. I remember, I think Michael Jackson bought the Beatles masters. It was like $1 billion, something like that. It was some crazy numbers like that. So yeah, shout out to you guys doing it big, Jig and Varsity. Shout out to RJ, my man RJ. RJ doesn't play. I thought he played for North Rockland High School baseball team. He's actually on a different baseball team that they travel a lot. So shout out to RJ, man. This kid is like probably 6'3", 6'4". He's knocking it out the park. He's like 15 years old. He's gonna be in the major league soon. That kid right there. Shout out to my man RJ. Shout out to Luis Sanchez. Shout out to Derek Young. Shout out to Hector Nunez. Shout out to Bori Dominicana, Lady Ghana. Those are the Slickerettes. And yeah. All right, guys, I'm out. It's late. It's late. And Frosty melted. Guess I don't need a spoon. All right, guys, tomorrow I think we're going to talk about the hip-hop stories. Yo, know it all. Thank you, know it all. Thank you for your input, and thank you again, Bori Dominicana. Guys, let me know if reporting a crime is snitching. Because if it is, what world are we living in? You know, like, it's sad. Oh, my eyes are killing me, man. It's sad that you can't help anybody. If you can help somebody, they'll call you a snitch. Really? So you guys let me know, what do you think about that? Jesus, 30 minutes. I never did 30 minutes. All right. So what? Tomorrow I'll do 10 minutes. All right, later. Peace. Shazam! All right, later. Watch the whole video. Don't try to watch 5 minutes and cut it off. Also, like and subscribe if you didn't subscribe yet. Hit that bell for your notifications. All right, later.